moon, is already sick and pale with grief, that thou, her maid, is already far more fair than she. It is my lady! It is my love! Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. Her eye discourses. I shall answer it. I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks to. Two of the fairest stars in all the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there, they in her head? The brightness of her cheeks would shame those stars like daylight doth the lamp. See? Her eyes in heaven would, through the airy region, stream so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. Oh, see the way she leans her cheek on her hand. Oh, that it were a glove on that hand that I might touch that cheek.
Ay, me!
She speaks! Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night, being over my head, as is a winged messenger of heaven unto the white upturned eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze upon him as he bestrides the lazy puffing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet. 'Tis but thy name that is thy enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo, doff thy name. For that name, which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus bescreened at night, so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself because it is an enemy to thee. Had I written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair saint, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou? Hither, tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen were to find thee.
With love's light wings did I overperch these walls. For stony limits cannot keep love out, and what love can do that dares love attempt. Therefore, thy kinsmen are no stop to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eyes than 20 of their swords.
But by whose direction camest thou up here?
By love, that first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him, eyes.
Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word, but if thou swearest thou may prove false. I lovers' perjuries, then say Jove laughs. Gentle Romeo, if thou doth love, pronounce it faithfully. Or if thou thinks I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse and say thee nigh, so thou wilt woo. But else not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou may think my behavior light. But trust, dear gentleman, I'll prove more true than those that are too cunning to be strange.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon, I swear that tips
do not swear not by the moon, that inconstant moon, that monthly changes within her circled orb, lest that thy love be likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all, or, if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, which is the god of my
dear love wants me to...
Swear not. Though I joy in thee, I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden. Oh, good night, sweet love. This bud of love, by summer's ripening breath, come to thy heart as that within my breast.
Wouldst thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would it were to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank, and give it thee again. And yet I wish but for the thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea. My love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have. Both are infinite. Juliet! I hear some noise within. Sweet love, adieu. Anon, good nurse. Sweet Montague, be true. I will return.
Oh, blessed night. I am afeared. Being in night, this is all but a dream. Too flattering sweet to be substantial.
3 words, dear Montague, and good night indeed. If thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow, by one that I'll procure to come to thee. And when and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my love at thy feet I'll lay, and I'll follow thee, thy lord, throughout the world. Anon, I come, anon. But if thy mean'st not well, I do beseech thee, and by I come. And I shall cease thy suit and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow will I send.
So thrive my soul.
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worse to want thy light. Love goes towards love as schoolboys from their books, but love from love towards school with heavy looks.
Romeo. Oh, the falconer's voice, to lure that tassel gentle back again. Bondage is force and may not make a sound.
It is my soul that calls upon my name. How silver sweet sound lovers' tongues by night, like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo,
Mine yas,
at what o'clock tomorrow shall I send?
at the hour of 9.
I shall not fail. I have forgot why I did call thee back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
I shall soon forget to have thee still standing there, remembering how I love thy company.
And I'll still stand here to have thee still forgetting any other home but this one.
Tis almost morning. I should have thee gone, and yet no further than a wanton's bird who lets it hop a little from her hand.
I would I were thy bird.
Sweet, so would I, and yet I should kill thee with such cherishing. Good night, good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Sleep dwell in thine eyes, peace in thy breast. Were I sleep in peace, so sweet to rest.